If you are reading this letter, then I am no longer this world, am I? If you're asking where I am, I believe that I am surely in hell. If you were to ask me why I chose to end my life, this is how I would answer. I'm tired. Everything is boring. That's all. To all my creditors, please let them know that I have passed all my savings to my friend Kita Ikeo. I have provided her contact information at the end. If this is still not enough, please contact my parents. Mama, Papa, I'm sorry. In these 23 years, I've been a bad daughter. Your excessive helicoptering was troublesome, so I decided to learn how to play bass that was in the manga that my friend recommended me. Picking up the bass, joining a band, and dropping out of university, all of these things were just my whims. I can't change the past, so I won't talk about it much. In the first place, I wasn't disappointed with my life. Even though I was buried in debt for these past 2 to 3 years, I was satisfied. There's just one thing. There's something that I just can't understand no matter what I do. So I'll write it down here. This is something I've never told anyone about, so I'm not thinking about finding the answer to it. I just thought I wanted to leave a record and write about it. There was a night when I was 19 years old. I remember that it was pouring rain, but whether I was drinking alcohol or not, I don't remember. What I remember was standing in front of Ijichi Seiko's house, carrying stuff for a sleepover, and when all of a sudden, I started crying. Ijichi Seiko is the owner of the Lifehouse Starry. The band I used to be part of, Kasuku Band, used to perform there a lot. After I quit the band, I hadn't met her once. And before that, I wasn't really that close to her either. No matter what I did, I couldn't stand peace. Why didn't I know where she lived? Why had I prepared to stay over at her place? Why was I crying? After she took me all the way back home in my state of confusion, I frantically tried to remember what had happened. But no matter what I did, I couldn't remember. My life after that, to me, was miserable. My memories had been erased like the words written on the sandy beach. No matter how deeply the words were carved into the floor, eventually the waves would crash, leaving not even a single trace. This might be some crazy thinking, but in my hazy memories as a student, I felt like there was someone that existed there. And on that day in my 19th year of life, that person was the one who disappeared. Is what I thought. Speaking of which, Bocchi, Goto Hitori, may have gone crazy from that year. Please forgive me for taking her from this world along with me. This is also just a decision I made on my own. I couldn't stand seeing Bocchi looking like a husk. Bocchi already seemed like she was dead. At this rate, even if she were to continue living, nothing would change for her, would it? That's what I believe. Every day she chased an invisible imaginary friend, shown strange aggression towards Kasuga Band's drummer, and was always terribly and irrationally arguing with Ikeo. She stopped standing on the stage, which had been her reason for living. She even closed her Guitar Hero account. This wasn't Bocchi. Or at least, this wasn't a Bocchi I knew. At this rate, I feared what would become of Bocchi. That was why I gave her a ticket to journey with me to the afterlife. And what happened after that? Everyone should know what went down. In my lifetime, I have made a lot of lies. Probably never said anything sincere. But even so, the last thing I wish to say is, I'm sorry. To myself, to everyone. These words are my true thoughts. And with that, I end it here. I don't wish for things like everyone to remember the past of me, or for me to be reborn again. I will end with the words of a Chinese poet, Shi. Life is but a journey. I, too, am only a passerby. And in the end, I am just another boring human. Goodbye. Yamada Ryo. 俺はsome year, some month, some day in my house.